squishy. I have a step stool. But again, it's something you're going to be able to step up on and try to balance. Okay? Also, you need something that you can kick. Again, if you don't have pads, like we'll have pads, okay? Again, you can have a pillow, like this pillow. Let me get one that's not covered in dog hair. Good luck with that. Okay, like this one has a face on it, so it would be a good one to like use for punches and kicks. So I'll give you about a minute to find stuff for today, and then we'll get started. And then also, if you can, let us know if you're in class today. All right, hopefully that was enough time. We'll go ahead and start class. If you notice white fuzzy things, our little polar bear, fortunately, she's asleep under the table today, so you might not see her. But she's shedding all over the place right now. So if you see white floaty things, that's what we've got, is a shedding polar bear dog. Everybody, cheer up. Anjo. Munyam. Bro. Cheer up. All right. So go ahead and run. We'll do run in place today. And we're going to be working on balancing, using our legs a little bit more. So try to get your knees up as high as you can. Okay, and then keep your feet to your butt. If you can do it while running, good. I'm not that coordinated yet. So again, we're going to get our legs. If you can, try to circle your arms. And then circle them the other way. And then do that same thing with your wrists. And then we're going to pick our knees up. Make sure you go both ways. And stop. Touch the middle. Touch your left foot. Touch your right foot. Back to the middle. Walk your through. Touch your left foot. Walk over, touch your right foot. Back to the middle. We're good with your hands up. Sit back. You're checking the sound. Okay, put your feet together. Little Mr. Hanson. Little Mr. Hanson. Push your knees down. Other side. Pushing it down. Grab your feet, walk them out. Let go, shake them out. Okay, I'm going to turn sideways so I don't hit my head. Do your 10 roly-polies. Ready, go. And dual. Set. Net. Toss it. Yes it. Back up. Yarrow. Up. Yellow. And flip over. Pressure position. Count to 10. Hana. Dual. Set. Net. Toss it. Yes it. Back up. Yarrow. Hope. Yo. Stop. Shake it out. All right, so to start with, we're going to work on balance, okay? So we'll start easy, which means we're just going to start with standing on one foot, but we're going to add our kicks to it. And about halfway up to that's 5 minutes of class, then we're going to be working, or 5-10 minutes of class, we're going to be working on pads. So to start with, we're just going to practice standing on one foot, like I said, on the floor. And then we're going to take it to our step up, so the thing that we balance on. Okay? So start easy. We're just going to hold our balance for 10 seconds. Ready? Hana, dual, set, net, toss it, yes it, agap, yado, ahop, yo. Good job. Shake it out. Okay, now we're going to do the other leg. 10 seconds. All right, Hana, dual, set, net, toss it, yes it, agap, yado, ahop, yo. So 10 seconds. Pretty easy. Now we're going to try it for 20 seconds. Ready? Go. Hana, dual, set, net, toss it, yes it, agap, yado, ahop, yo. Now we're going to switch sides. Other side. Hana, dual, set, net, toss it, yes it, agap, yado, ahop, yo. Sorry I messed that one up. Now we're going to do it for 20 seconds. Okay? So same leg, or switch legs again, and we're going to pick this up. Okay, now 20 seconds. Ready? Hana, dual, set, net, toss it, yes it, agap, yado, ahop, yo. If you need to set down and pick it back up, that's okay. Hana, dual, set, net, toss it, yes it, agap, yado, ahop, yo. Okay, other side. Now we're going to do 20 seconds. Ready? Hana, dual, set, net, toss it, yes it, agap, yado, ahop, yo. Hana, dual, set, net, toss it, yes it, agap, yado, ahop, yo. Pretty easy. All right, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Now we gotta do 30 whole seconds, and this is just standing on the floor. We're gonna get harder in just a minute. Okay, so we're gonna start standing on this leg first. Now we gotta do 30 seconds. So remember, again, as I said, if you need to, you can pick your foot up and put it down, but you have to pick it right back up. No hopping, no holding on to people. Okay? Because we're part of it is we're working on our balance. Huh?
No wall.
No walls either. Mr. Hanson? Yeah. You check Facebook, make sure you can hear it. Okay, 30 seconds. Pick your knee up. Ready? Hana, dual, set, net, pass it, yes it, agap, yaro, aho, yo. Okay, so the other important thing is to get your knee as high as you can, because in a minute we're going to start practicing our kicks from this position. Okay, so get your knee up as high as you can too. So that's 20 seconds. Hana, dual, set, net, pass it, yes it, agap, yaro, aho, yo. Whew, we made it for 30 seconds. So if you're looking at going for your first strike, that's how long you have to hold your balance, okay, for 30 seconds. Now we're going to switch our legs. So get your knee up as high as you can. If you need help to get your knee up high, have your parent put their hand out. Mr. Hanson, I'll borrow you for a second. Have your parent put their hand out, and you got to get your knee all the way to their hand or the knot of your belt, okay? So not that, the knot of my belt. Okay, so you need to try to get your knee to touch your parent's hand. Okay, so hold for 30 seconds. Hana, dual, set, net, pass it, yes it, agap, yado, aho, yo, hana, dual, set, net, pass it, yes it, agap, yado, aho, yo, hana, dual, set, net, pass it, yes it, agap, yado, aho, yo. So that'll give you some help just to hold your knee up. All right. Okay, so now we're going to kind of do the same thing. Okay, practicing our balance on something soft. Okay, so I'm going to challenge myself. Okay, I'm going to step up higher. Okay, and as I step up, I'm going to pick my knee up, hold it for a count of 10, and step down. Okay, we're going to do this 3 times. Okay, so how this is going to look is I'm going to take my step. Okay, I'm going to pick my knee up, and I'm going to count to 10. Hana, dual, set, net, toss it. Because what we're working into is our front kick. Okay, and if you don't have something soft to step up on, you can do the same thing on your step stool, where you take that step, pick your knee up, and go Hana, dual, set, net, toss it, and set it down. And then we got to do the other leg. We're going to step up, Hana, dual, set, net, toss it, yas it, agap, yado, aho, yo. Okay, so that was one step. So pick your side. I'm going to go for the little bit higher. Okay, but you can go for the soft and a little bit lower. Okay, I'm going to go for the harder one and go a little bit higher. Okay, so we're going to step up with my right foot. Pick your left knee up. Hana, dual, set, net, toss it, yas it, agap, yado, aho, yo. Okay, then to sides. Ready? Hana, dual, set, net, toss it, yas it, agap, yado, aho, yo. So that's a set of 2. Okay, one more step. I'll do it on the low step. So I'm going to use both of my pillows. Okay, and the soft will make it harder to balance, but it kind of helps you work those balance muscles. Okay, so I'm going to take a step with my right foot. Hana, dual, set, net, toss it, yas it, agap, yado, aho, yo. Take a step down. And then you're going to do the other side. Take a step. Bring that knee up. Hana, dual, set, net, toss it, yas it, agap, yado, aho, yo. Okay, so that was my 3. Okay, so you look every time I take my step and work on my balance. Okay, I'm bringing my knee up high, because here's my next one. So I'm going to go a little bit lower. I'm going to take my pillows away. But this time when I step up, and we're going to hold it for count of 10 again. So I'm going to take my step up with my left foot. I'm going to pick my knee up and then I'm going to stick it out. And now I'm going to hold it for a count of 10 with my toes back because this is a front kick foot position. Okay? So, ready? Step up, pick your knee up, and stick it out. Hana, dual, set, net, pass it. We'll just do it for 5 because that one's pretty hard. Okay? So now I'm going to take a step up with my right foot, pick your knee up, stick it out. Hana, dual, set, net, pass it. Okay, pull it back. Okay, that's 1. So you guys can stay on your smaller step. I'm going to go up on my higher step. So I'm going to step up with my right foot, pick my knee up, stick it out. Hana, dual, set, net, pass it. So that's 5. Now sit down. Step up with your left foot. Step up. Hana, dual, set, net, pass it. Okay, we got one more set. Okay, so I'm going to step up with my right foot. Pick that knee up. Stick it out. Hana, dual, set, net, pass it. Okay, step down. Now we're going to do my other side. Step up with your left foot. Okay, pick it up. Hana, stick it out. Hana, dual, set, net, pass it. So you can tell like my legs are starting to get tired. So we're going to shake it out again. All right. Okay, so that's pretty easy. So we're going to do, last one is really, really hard. We're going to do slow motion front kick, okay, with our balance. Which means, and again, this is hard, okay? So we're going to take that step. We're going to bring our knee up, and we're going to go 1, 2, as slow as we can. 1, 2, as slow as we can. Set it down, and step backwards, okay? So now let's do the other side. So I step up with my right foot, pick my knee up. We're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and step down, okay? So that's one step. Step with my right, pick my knee up, my left knee up. 1, 2, up, and my hands are up here. And my toes are back. 1, 2, 1, 2. Step down. Sorry, again, doggy hair. Okay, so I'm going to step up with my left foot. Pick that knee up. 1, 2. Toes are back. 1, 2. 1, 2. And step down. So that's 2. Now you guys can stay on your low one. I'm going to go on my high one. Okay, so I'm going to step up with my right foot. Okay, we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Step down. And I'm going to step up with my left foot. We're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and step down and step back. So we worked a lot on balancing stuff. So I'm going to take my balance stuff away, and I'm going to get my helper because we're going to start hitting pads. Little Mr. Hanson. Little Mr. Hanson. Mr. Hanson. Okay. So, again, I have a big pad, I have a little pad, and I have a little pillow. We're going to start with the little pillow. I like this little pillow because it has a face on it. You don't need a face on it, but I like the face on it. Or you can just tape like a big X on a pillow, but it's a pillow that you have to be allowed to hit. Okay, so I'm going to, for my punches, I'm going to let Mr. Hanson hold the pad. So remember, on my, so a lot of the stuff that we're doing online now is partner stuff that we cannot do in the park. So in the videos now, online at home, you're going to see less and less of like the forms and the line techniques and stuff, and more of stuff that we're not able to do in class because of the social distancing and stuff like that. So so whoever you have is going to hold the pillow or is going to hold the pad. Okay, so remember, on my punches, remember your 2 knuckles are going to hit on the punch. So I'm going to do 5 step forward punch. Okay, so we're going to go Hana. Okay, so if you look, I'm punching, this is Marvin the Martian. Okay, I'm punching Marvin right in the face. Okay? It's kind of like punching Mr. Hanson right in the face. But don't do that. Don't do that.
Do it.
Don't do it. Okay? Don't do it. Okay? Don't punch your partner in the face. We're looking. Okay? And we're looking to hit with our two knuckles. So we're looking pretty easy. Let it go. Okay? So we're going to step forward punch. Okay? And we want to make sure we're hitting with those front two knuckles. Remember that thumb is holding my two fingers then. Okay? That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. Okay, now we're going to do the other side again, punching with those two knuckles. So now I'm doing my left hand, Levihana, dual. Okay, look at my other hand. It's going to pull back to my waist. We're not leaving it down here. Ready, set, net, and toss it. Okay, so now when I step forward, I'm going to do 2 punches. So we're going to do these slow at first to make sure that you're punching with your knuckles on both hands. So I'm going to step forward, 1, 2. Okay? Then I step forward, 1, 2. Okay, what if you don't have a pad or a good pillow? Okay? Especially if you're punching like your parent and they have fluffy. Do we get to hit them as hard as we can? No. Okay? Part of this again is maybe find their belly button and punch their belly button. So we're going 1, 2. So like for me, I would actually like punch him in the chest because he's off of because we want to punch off of our shoulders. So, but you're looking for something to focus on, something to hit in front of you, not off to the side. So if you don't have a pillow, we're punching soft, but we're going 1, 2. Okay, that's if we don't have it. This is if we don't have a pad. So 1, 2. Okay, and then we'll do one more. 1, 2. Okay, now we got to do the other side. Ready? 1, 2. And step forward. 1, 2. Okay, always make sure that you're punching with those front two knuckles and that your thumbs are holding them in. Ready? 1, 2. Okay, now I'm going to bring the pad back in. And to do this part, you're going to have a pad, something that you're going to hit hard and hit fast. Okay? This is more like my focus pad. This is a big that I can hit really hard. So my person's going to hold it. Okay? And again, it can be a big fluffy pillow that you fold up that you can hit hard. Okay? Because this is the fun part. Okay? So I'm going to take that step forward. And again, I'm going to punch as hard and as fast as I can 10 times. Okay? Making sure still that you're punching with your knuckles. Okay? And that you're focusing. So like if you look, I'm focusing on the letter T. Okay, to hit on my punches. Okay, so we're gonna punch 10 times. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm gonna come back. And then I'm gonna do the other side. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, a little bit more fun and kind of, nobody gets hurt, but you still get to punch them hard, right? Only with permission you get to punch and kick people. Okay? All right, so we're going to go back to the focus pad. I'm going to have Mr. Hanson do the kick. Okay, so again, you guys can go back to your pillow. I'm going to do the kick. So what we're going to do, though, is we're going to kind of take our balance thing, and you don't have to do this part, but I'm going to make him do it to the can. Okay? Because I'm mean. Okay, so he's going to, like I was doing, we're still good on the video, Mr. Hanson? Mm-hmm. Okay, right there is fine. Because you're going to step up from there. Okay, so he's going to take a step up. Whatever foot you're comfortable kicking with. Okay, so he's going to take a step up. He's going to pick that knee up, and he's going to go slow motion. Out, back, down. Okay, and then he's going to do that again. He's going to take a step up, up. We're doing it slow a couple times. Okay, take a step up, knee up, out, back, down. Now he's got to do the other leg. Can you stand on that foot? Okay, then we won't do that.
No. It could be brief, but it.
Okay, so he's going to step up with the. Okay, yeah. Okay. step up with the other foot. Okay, now he's going to pick it up. If it's no, then don't do it. It's fine. Oh no, it's fine. I don't want to. Huh?
It'll survive.
Okay, so again, I'm gonna just make him not stand on that leg. So he's gonna step up again. Now he gets to kick it back. Okay, but look, he still picks his knee up. So we're gonna do that 3 times. 1, 2, and then up. 3. Okay. Okay, so this time for our balance, he's gonna step up and he's gonna kick as fast as he can 10 times on that pass. But look how his knee stays up. So he's gonna take that step up. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up. His knees gotta stay up. 6, 7, 8, 9. And he's gonna fall because his balance isn't good. Okay? So if you have a hard time with your balance, start with 5. Okay? Okay, so he's gonna try one more time and slow him down if you need to. So he's gonna take this step up. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, no. It's human.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Mr. Hanson apparently needs to work on his balance a little bit. And his foot hurts.
Step down.
Okay. So those are all things you can work on to balance. Okay, so when you're doing your front kicks, again, we're looking at aiming for the middle, whatever the middle of your pad is, whether it's the pillow. So I can do the same thing. He's not kicking me as hard. He's taking that step up. And you can even do this without the step up. So without the step, okay, we're going to go slow motion kick. Okay, so you're aiming for Marvin's face. You're trying to kick, follow the foot, so the front of the foot, bottom of the foot, hands up, or say, yeah. Me and Mr. Hanson aren't doing a good job with keeping our hands up. Okay, so if you look, he's aiming for Marvin's face with the ball of his foot. Okay, so those are the kinds of things you can practice on the pad at home. Same thing on those side kicks when we turn it over. Okay, so you can, if you're working on your balance, you can use a parent or the wall. Okay, so he's turning his hip over. Okay, so his heel is going to touch Marvin's face and come back. If you have a pad, his heel, so if you look, his bottom's facing my pad, so he's going to pick it up, turn it over. His heel's going to touch that letter T. Okay, and back and down. Okay? So I think that's it for today. Thank you, Mr. Hanson. Okay, so friendly announcements. Just a reminder, we are now doing classes in person on Mondays from 5:45 to 6:15 in the park over by the Beck Center, which is the Memorial Park. Everybody is welcome. It is $20 for a 4-punch card. $20 gets you 4 punches, and then if you have more than one, your family members are an extra $10 for their punch card. Keep in mind that in the park classes, that's where we're going to be focusing more on things like patterns, things like line technique, less partner stuff, less pad holding stuff, less hose and stool stuff, less step sparring stuff. That stuff is going to be here online, okay? But you need it all. So you the 4 punches includes the online class, okay? And we're going to kind of incorporate it in how we do our promotions and stuff. So remember our online classes. We are running classes all the way through August, and we're taking our break over Labor Day weekend, which is, I think, the 5th. And then Monday is, I think, Labor Day is the 7th. So we won't be having classes, online classes on the 5th or in-person classes on the 7th. I apologize if those dates are wrong because I'm doing it off the top of my head. So thank you for joining me today. And we will see you next week. Cheering up. Anjo. Munya. Raise your right hand. I shall observe the tenets of Taekwondo. I shall respect my instructors and seniors. I shall never misuse Taekwondo. I will be a champion of freedom and justice. I will help build a more peaceful world. Courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, indomitable spirit. Cheery up. Sabanenge, Kunye, Taekwondo. Isa, come up to me. We'll see you guys either on Monday or we'll see you next week in class.